Okay, hello, happy Tuesday. This is going to be not necessarily like, I don't know if we'll take the whole hour, to be honest with you. I know these Zooms are usually about an hour. I'm thinking maybe like 20, 30 minutes. I want to go over Canva, the basics of Canva, how to work Canva, how to create Canvas. So go ahead and download the app if you don't have it already. If you're watching the replay, because I know some people are going to watch the replays, pause the video, go download the app. So we're going to have the Canva app. Another thing that we're going to need to do is we are going to need, because we're going to do a GLP product story, make sure you have some GLP before and afters. Okay, so go grab some photos out of the Facebook group, go grab some photos maybe that you've posted on your page. You are free to go to my page. It's just Katie Muntz. Stalk through my photos. I post some really good before and after photos of people from the Facebook group, from our team. So you can snag any of those you want to have. Let's say 3 or 4 of them. Okay, make sure you have your results if you're on GLP. I know Blair's got some real good ones. Okay, so do that. And then the last thing we're going to do here is go either onto Pinterest or Google. And I'm going, because we want a background for that story, and I'm just going to type in fitness aesthetic. So fitness aesthetic. When I think of GLP, I think of people getting healthier. I think of them taking control of their health and their body. And a lot of people that I know that are on the GLP are moving their body and pairing that with a healthy lifestyle. So I think of fitness. Okay. So I typed in fitness aesthetic into Pinterest. I got this photo right here. This is one that popped up. I like that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that photo. I'm just gonna download that to my phone. And if you have any Canva questions at all, now is the time. I'm gonna go through the chat and I'm gonna be answering all of them, okay? I also have the paid version, so if you see me adding like a text that maybe you don't have access to, that's fine. Just use a different text. There are so many different free options that you can use, okay? All right, so we're gonna open up our Canva app, and I wanna go over just some basics with you on Canva that you need to know in order to create them, okay? So when you click on the bottom, I wanted to screen share with you guys, but I cannot for the life of me figure it out. I don't know if it's like my new phone or Zoom didn't update. I can't figure it out. So on the bottom over here, there's a little create button. So we're gonna hit create. Should have your Canva app open, hit create, and you can scroll down and you can see here there are all different kinds of sizes you can make. So you can make Facebook cover photos, you can make Instagram square photos, you can make Instagram story photos, right? So whenever I'm making like a shout out for someone, let's say Blair, congratulations, Blair figured out somehow today that she hit Cab 10. I saw, she was like, I don't know how I didn't see that. Well, Blair, I don't know how you didn't see it either, but congratulations. So if I was going to be shouting Blair out, I would probably use the Facebook post size because it's going to be more compressed, right? But I'm going to be, for the sake of this training, just doing slides for Instagram. So that's when I would hit the Instagram story size, and it's going to bring you up one of the longer ones for your Instagram story. Okay. Everybody, we good? We got that part so far. Okay. So there are a lot of different templates that should pop up, right? Lots of different cool ones. If you have like a color theme or you have a certain aesthetic that you like, maybe you like using pink, maybe your page is lots of pinky stuff, maybe you like disco, maybe you like retro, whatever. If you have an aesthetic or a vibe, you can go ahead and type in the search bar up here. It says describe your ideal design. I could say something like modern flash sale. Okay. Let's say I'm using my credits. I'm going to make a flash sale. I like the modern style, and I'm going to type in flash sale. And so these are going to pop up, and these are going to be all the flash sale slides. So you can go ahead and you can edit these. You can change them however you want to change them. Pick the one that you like. Okay. That's super cool that they have a bunch of pre-made ones. That you can edit. So if you're someone that's just starting and you're not comfortable making like your own whole Canva, there's plenty of options here. You can edit them, you can type in whatever you want, and then you could go from there. But I'm gonna show you guys how to make your own from scratch, okay? So swipe down on this and it should bring up just your blank Canva page for the size of an Instagram story. Click on the page. This is how we're gonna add our photo. So if you would have found that the one I typed in, the fitness aesthetic photo, that's the photo that I'm going to use. So click the blank page here, hit replace on the bottom. Oh, look, there's a bunch of photos of my face because I was doing the Project X, the Xera. I was like sending Amber pictures. I'm like, which side did I put it on? Can you guess? So there's a bunch of my selfies. But on top, you'll see that I have that photo that I saved. So I clicked on the empty Instagram slide. I hit the button replace, and I'm gonna go ahead and click that photo. Now it's gonna pop up in my screen. And now when you're gonna put text or photos or anything over this photo, you wanna make sure that this photo is kind of like blurred. Maybe you lighten it up a little bit because you want your text to really stand out. Like if I put a bunch of text on this, it might not stand out that much. So what I'm gonna do, oh, I wish I could screen share with you guys. I'm so mad it won't let me. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll over to transparency. Click transparency, and then you can adjust your transparency. Okay, so lightening it up, you can see it's gonna change my transparency when I like this, right? So I'm gonna lighten it up. I'm gonna go to 50. And if you like it that faded out white color, you can keep it that way. I like it when it's dark. So I like a darker fade. So I'm gonna hit this color button on the bottom, that little rainbow thing there. And I'm gonna hit black. And so what it does is it faded my photo, but it's a black fade instead of that white fade. So now what I'll do is when I add my text, I'm gonna make my text white. So if you like that white fade, you are free to keep that white fade, but I would encourage you to make your text a bold black color or maybe red, something that will stick out against the white. I like the black fade because I think the white sticks out against the black. There's also an option that you can make your words like glowing and like neon. So I think that sticks out like that really well. Okay. Now watch this. I'm gonna go into Chat GPT really quickly and say, give me a catchy slogan for using GLP during the holidays. So I said, give me a catchy slogan for using GLP during the holidays. Chat GPT is my BFF, okay? The first one she said is stay jolly, not stuffed. Let's see. Um, let's see. Um, so I like this one. GLP, the real holiday glow up. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna use that one. She gave me a bunch of options. I'm telling you, I use Chat GPT for everything, like meal planning, recipes. She's my therapist. I call her Chatalina. She's been named. Her name's Chatalina. So I love that. GLP, the real holiday glow up. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my slide here. You are free to use something different if you want to use something different. My kids. Okay, so I'm gonna click off of the photo, and then down here you'll have where it says elements, design, text, camera roll, all those things. I'm gonna hit text. When you hit text, you can pick a header, you can pick subheading or the little teeny text. Okay, so you can do that if you click the text. Hang on, 1 second. Okay, sorry. I had to yell at my kids to be quiet, and I didn't want to do it when I was unmuted. Okay, so when you click on text, you have the heading, the subtext or subheading, and then the little body, right? You can pick whichever size you want. From here, you can change your font. There's a lot of different fonts, and so let's say I clip, hang on real quick. if you scroll down, it'll show you different fonts that like pair well together. Okay. So if you ever like think that you can't find different fonts that pair well together, scroll down. It'll show you a bunch that do pair well together. If it has a little like a little crown on it, that means it's the paid version. Just find one that's for the free version. You don't have to use the paid one, that's fine. But scrolling up, just for the sake of this video, I want to show you how to change your font. Okay, so I'm going to click add a heading, and then I'm going to type in GLP. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and pop it up there at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to add another one. And instead of doing the heading, I'm going to do the subheading because I want it to be a little bit smaller. What did we decide on? GLP, the real holiday glow up. There we go. The real holiday glow up. Okay. So it should just give you like this basic normal font when you first start typing it. What you're going to do to change that font is click on it. On the bottom, you're going to see where it says font. Right here, it's like the big F and then the little f. Okay, some should pop up down here. Click that up arrow. And then all these fonts are going to pop up. Oh, yeah, see, all these fonts are going to pop up. But what I like is that you don't have to scroll through all 5,000 fonts. There is a search bar up top. So if you want cursive, you can type cursive and all the cursive fonts will pop up. You can type bold, all the bold fonts will pop up. Outlined fonts, squiggly fonts, you can type in whatever you want. So I love the font Halibut. That's the one that I like. I don't know if that's paid or not. So the Halibut is a little cursive font. But I'm also going to change the top one because I feel like those don't really look that good together. I don't know. I mean, they're okay, but I feel like it could look a little bit better. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to change the font on that as well. And I think that one should be, I'm going to do a bold. So I type in bold and you can see a bunch of bold fonts pop right up. And I have that selection of bold fonts that I could pick from. See. Which one do I like best?
And I'm here too. So if y'all have any questions, put them in the chat and
Yep,
then I will ask her.
Yep. Okay. I think this looks good together. It's probably backwards because I can't figure out how to screen record, but it says GLP and then underneath it says the real holiday glow up. Okay. And so what's cool is I could either leave it this way or I can click on the text, scroll over to effects, and I could make it shadowed. I could make it so it's outlined. I could make it so it's neon, which is why I like the black background, because I think the neon like really sticks out against the black like that. So you can play with it like that. Yeah, Chanel, she said, what did you ask ChatGPT? I said, give me a slogan for taking GLP through the holiday season. So now that I have my slogan there up top, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click elements down here. It's got like a little heart, the square, the circle. Let me see right here, right next to text, in between text and design. And then I'm going to click frames. So there's an option, I'm gonna click frames. You can, and this is gonna bring up your photo frames, okay? So we're gonna add some result photos in here. You can do circle, you can do square, or you can do star, you can do whatever you want. I'm pretty basic. I just will do the square. Okay, so it should pop up on your screen, the square. Now make it whatever size that you want. I try to like center it kind of. So I'm gonna throw it right there in the center.
Hey, Katie, I'm going to jump in on this. So it's important that what she's doing is she picked an element, she picked a frame, because that way you can just replace it with a photo. So,
Yeah,
because if you
yeah.
did a square and tried to do a photo, it's not going to work. So you need to make sure you do a frame.
Yes. Yep. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that as well. I'm gonna show you how to like mass produce multiple slides in seconds. It's pretty easy. Once you got it, you got it. Okay, so I've got my frame clicked up here. Now go find your result photos that you had. So click the frame, and you're gonna click the replace button on the bottom. Click the frame. It should be it should have the little ring around it. Click replace. Now I have a bunch of photos. So first thing that's gonna pop up is your camera roll. Here's all the pictures of my face that Amber got this morning. I was sending her the pictures. So you can do your camera roll, or if you already have Canva and you've already made slides, click uploads. And that's gonna show you everything that you've uploaded into Canva already. So I've got like my new promoter shout outs, I Thrive for Free shout outs. I've got a bunch of products in here, right? Rank badges. These are things that I've already put into Canva. So they're in my uploads. If you're new to Canva and you don't have anything in here, go to your camera roll, grab those before and afters. So I'm going to pick before and after. I'm going to pick yours truly. This is mine. Okay. So I have my photo in there. Now what you're going to do to replicate this is just pinch it back like this. So it pops up like this, just squeeze, like you were zooming out of something. Just zoom out of it.
Stop it right now.
Did you
Stop
not?
it right now.
Did you not?
No, I always have to push the dots and view multiple. I didn't know you could just zoom out that.
Yep. And then there's a little button down here that says duplicate. So be on your page and just hit that button like this. Ready? Watch. Boom, 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 boom. I just duplicated that page 6 times. Easy. Okay. So now my very first slide is me, but I don't want all 6 slides to be me. So I'm going to click on my second slide. I'm going to open up my second slide. And the same way that I just added that photo of myself, I'm going to add a photo of someone else. So I'm going to click on the photo of me. I'm going to click replace. And I'm going to go throw in, let's see. Katie Coverline, I love her. So I'm going to throw in her results. So when you see here, the first one's me. The next one's Katie K. Okay. And I'm going to go to the third one. I'm going to do the same exact thing. Replace it with another photo.
While you do that, I'm going to answer this question.
Okay.
Chanel said, if people don't have before and afters, where can we find those? So for me, like in the My GLP VIP group, other customer groups, check in your group chats. I typically, Chanel, I save them as I see them and put them into a folder in my phone that says before and afters. I've got the same going on with Xera. Katie, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I do the same thing. So I go through the My GLP group, and that's not a public group. Like you do need to be invited to the group, but there are a lot of people in the group. So I'm just assuming if you put your photos in that group, like they're free game. Like I just use them. And so I'll do that. I will follow. I follow people as well if they're sharing reviews. I'm like, hey, like is that person on your team? You cool if I share that, right? So I like right here, I have Q from she lost 13 pounds in her first month on GLP. So like I have that as well. The groups, if you ever want to go to my page, like if I share a result photo on my page, please just save us both the time. You can use it. Go ahead. Like if I ever share my result photo, you don't have to message me and ask me. Go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and use it. And if I share anyone on our team, like they're pretty hi. It's okay. Um, it's fine. Yeah, if I share it on my page, you're free to take it as well. That was my husband. He brought me home food. Go, Tony. So we have our slides here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to my next slide. And what I'm gonna do here is I don't want this to be like 30 slides long of before and afters. I just want a couple of really good ones, 2 or 3 really good ones, jaw-dropping photos that are gonna grab attention, okay? So on my very last slide, I'm actually gonna go ahead and just delete this whole frame here. So I'm gonna click on my photo, I'm gonna hit the little trash can there, okay? I hit the trash can on my photo, and down here it says delete image or delete frame. So I'm not gonna delete, if I delete the image thing. If I delete the image, all that's gonna happen is my photo is gonna go away, but the frame is still gonna be there. So I'm gonna hit delete frame. I want the whole entire thing gone. And what I'm gonna do is if I want my text to all match and be the same, I'm just gonna click on one of my text boxes. And I'm gonna hit up here. There are 2 little squares and one of them has a plus sign on it. It's like right next to the garbage can. That's a duplicate button.
Yeah.
So when you hit that, it's gonna duplicate what I just clicked on and it's gonna give me another one. And so what I'm gonna do from there is I'm gonna do a call to action. All of my Canva slides have a call to action. These are crucial. A friend of mine is actually in a different company and she was like, we can't even do call to action. I'm like, what a sad life, because 90% of my conversations come from call to actions, which could be send me a message, swipe up and message me GLP, DM me for a custom cart. I want you to think of like these big influencers that are on like TikTok or Instagram. How many times do you see a meme that says tag your bestie or do the @ symbol and the first person that pops up owes you a taco, like, or owes you a margarita? You ever see those? Or save this for later, share this with a friend, tag someone that this reminds you of. They tell you what to do. They are telling you to save, to share, to tag, right? Tell people to message you, to comment, to respond to the story. Some people don't know. I mean, to us, it's basic knowledge, but some people just need that little bit of like a push to be able to message you. Same with like opportunity stories. You'd be surprised how many people will message me and they're like, where do I apply? And I'm like, you don't have to apply. Like anybody can do it, right? But some people don't know that. Some people just think that you sell a product and you have to apply or be hired to sell said product. They don't know that they can just join and do it with you. So even in my business posts or my opportunity stories like that, I will always do a call to action. Shoot me a message if this resonated with you, or I have credits, I'm giving $50 off, or there's 15% off today only, whatever the case may be. So on that last slide, I would throw a call to action. It could be anything that you want. Credits, cash back, whatever you want to do.
And Katie's going to share this template with us when she's done. You can copy the link and you can play with it.
Yeah, you can play with it too. Okay. And but I don't know if I use any Canva Pro option. So I'll copy the template link for you guys and then you can edit it. But if something says it's Canva Pro and you can't use it, you can just replace it with something that's on the free version. That's totally fine. Okay, so we have that. Now I want to show you how to add elements. So we already added the text box. We have that text box there, right? Now let's say, for example, I'm just gonna do it on a clear slide. I'm gonna go back to a plain slide for you guys, okay? You don't have to do this. I just wanna, I mean, you can if you want to just have the experience, but I'm gonna show you how to do it without the picture in the back. So like you can click, when you're on this page, click elements again, where we got our frames from. And I'm gonna go back And up here in the search elements, let's say, for example, like this is how I make my Canvas. If you've ever seen my stories, every time someone orders from me, I'll like add their name onto it and like put it in my stories, right? So you can search elements. I would type in, let's say, November. And a bunch of stuff for November is going to pop up. I love, let's do this little turkey. So I've got my little turkey. If you want to make a slot, this is if you want to make something like from scratch, like just with Canva elements. So you can move him wherever you want him. And just like we did the transparency on our photo for the last slides, you can also do the transparency for this. So I'm going to scroll over. I'm going to click the transparency. It's the little like faded boxes right there. And you can adjust your transparency. So let's see, I'm not grabbing it. Where is it? There we go. So I can adjust my transparency. So I have that. And then I'm going to make this slide into a customer slide. So every time a customer would order from me, I'll throw their name on here and then I'll put it in my story and say thank you for ordering. I do this. I've actually noticed that my enrollments went way up since I started doing this. I want them to see that I have customers ordering. Like if you're going through my stories and every other day I'm like, oh, thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Blair. Like all these people are gonna be like, dang, like what is that stuff that she's slinging? Like I kind of want to try it, right? People have FOMO, if you're missing out. It's like I always use the reference of when I was in middle school and everybody had those Fat Farms sneakers or like the DCs. You guys remember the DC sneakers? Like if you were a somebody, you had those shoes. Like everybody had those shoes, okay? And so that was always on my Christmas list. We were poor when I was a kid, so like I don't really have much. But I was like, Mom, I really want the shoes. Like everybody's got the shoes, and I'm the only one that doesn't have them. And so that's what I think about, right? When people see people ordering or getting samples, you share those in your stories. You let people know that like, hey, you're the only one not doing this with me. What's going on? And they're going to have that FOMO. Okay, so I'm going to click the text box on the bottom down here. I'm going to pick one of these ones because I'm going to show you how to change the colors of them. So I'm going to pick one of these like pre-made combination fonts, whatever one you think looks best. If you have the free version, just pick one of the free ones that you think look best. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to do this one. I'll show you. It's got like the cursive on top, and then it's got like the all capital letters on the bottom. If anyone needs help or wants me to go back, please let me know. Erica, I will add you into the GLP group. Janelle, I believe it says when they join the GLP group, they give permission for the pictures to be shared. Boom. Okay. Blair, did you find the frames? Yes. Okay. Got it. Do I tag customers when I shout them out? I do tag my customers. So if I'm sharing my customers' results, like with their permission, of course, I will tag them in my story, but I don't let their name, like I don't tag people publicly and like have their name on my slide because there's a bunch of leeches out there who will go and try to like add your friends or add your customers or add your team. They're just crappy people, right? So if I'm tagging someone, I'll pinch their name really tiny and swipe it off the screen. Unless it's like Amber, like you can add Amber. I don't care. I know Amber's not going nowhere.
Hey, talk about that really fast because I learned that probably a year ago that you can tag a bunch of people and you can swipe, literally just send it across and it goes off screen, but they're still tagged.
Yes,
And
yep.
then other
So
people can't see who's tagged, but your people can share it, like
yes,
your
yes.
customer.
Or
And
what you
it's
can
really
do,
important, like what Katie said, she got permission from her customer to share her photo.
yes. Or what you can even do is, okay, so here's me in the gym last night, okay? This is already in my stories. It says, imagine a haunted house, but instead it's a gym full of people. It's my worst nightmare. I pulled in and there was like 8 cars, and I'm like, I should go home. I hate when it's full of people. I don't like it. Okay, so I already posted this story. Let's say, for example, I forgot to tag Amber. Amber's in this story. Amber sent me those leggings. She did not really, but let's pretend. I can click the more button down here, okay, and hit add mention.
Hey, Katie, I'm about to blow your
Yes.
mind. Go
What?
back to go back to the story. See the little at the bottom? You just click that. It's a
Oh,
new thing. And if you don't
oh.
have that at, then you go do what she did with
Okay.
the three
Yeah,
dots.
I didn't. That must be new because that was not there this morning.
I've had it for a while.
I
Jason
just had
just
to,
now got
yeah,
it.
yeah. I just had to go back and tag somebody like yesterday, and that was not there. Okay, so yeah, if you forget to tag them, just hit the little at button, and then you can tag them, like, whatever, and then it'll tag them after the fact, and it won't be on the screen. It'll just be in the background, whatever. But if you're tagging them while you're doing the story, just pinch it really tiny and just swipe it off. Same with hashtags. I use hashtags in my story as well. So that helps get your visibility up in your stories. Okay, going back to Canva. So I have this pre-made font combination here. You'll see when you click it, there's a spot that says ungroup, okay? Because these kind of came in together, they're buddies. So when I move one, they both are being moved. I'm gonna hit ungroup. So now I can move them separately. See, I can separate them now. I ungrouped them. So this says hipster brand. I don't want it to say hipster brand. I want it to say November Thrivers. So I'm going to take the top one, make it say November, and then the bottom one, I want it to say Thrivers. So this is what we're looking like.
Katie, I don't know if you did this when I was gone or not, but same as you ungrouped, will you talk about how to group together? Because like on our cab, um, like how it's multiple.
Amber, I don't know how to group. What you talking about?
You don't know how to group?
No!
Yeah, I had to play with that. I'll play with it here
What do I have to hit?
and
Hang
I'll
on.
show. Hold on, I'll show. Let me get to this dog, y'all.
Okay.
Yes, this is probably the 99th time I have thrown this bone on this Zoom.
Fine. Okay, so I have my November Thrivers here. Now, if I don't want my text to be black, you can click the text and change the text color. Just click on the text, and then down here there's a little thing that says color. The big A has color underneath it. So I will click that. But what's super cool is if you added, like I have my little turkey down here, right? If you added an element and you click color on your text, this will actually pop up all the colors that are on your slide. And for some reason, it's showing me all the colors that are in the before and after photos that are on the previous slides. But so if you pop, yeah, so I'll click the colors, I scroll up. So this has all the colors on my before and after photo, KK's before and after photo, Q's before and after photo. So like you can change your text color to match the photo or the element that's in your page. So I'm gonna make November orange. That way it matches my turkey. But let's say, for example, I was, back on this page. Let's say, for example, I was here with Q. If I wanted to change that text where it says GLP, I would click GLP. Oh, hang on. I would click GLP. I would click the color button. Okay, I would bring this up And then I would find Q's picture here. There's Q's picture. These are all the colors that are in her picture. So if I want my text to match her picture, I would, let's say I hit that brown one. Okay. Now my GLP is brown and it matches her picture. Nicole, what are you asking? How to edit the text? Can you unmute yourself? You can unmute yourself, you can talk.
I
Use
figured
your,
it out.
use your voice. Yeah,
I
okay.
know.
All right.
Huh?
Okay,
I
awesome.
figured it out. Thank you, ladies.
All good. Okay.
Okay, Katie, do you want me, since you showed the elements and the color change, do you want me to walk you through how to group the text together since you're on that page?
Yeah, because I don't even know how to do that. I mean, I've
Okay.
noticed before whenever I edit templates, I'm like, oh, look, they group those together, but like, I guess I just never.
So you click one of the text,
Okay.
like click November,
Yep.
and then scroll down at the bottom to the three dots to
I'll go
more,
to more. Okay.
select multiple. And then you
Okay.
can select the other, you can select,
Okay, and then I'll select the other one,
and then it'll tell you, you can group
group them together. So
as a
now when
group
I move
thing.
them.
And you can move it all at once. So
Oh,
like if
nice. Now they
for
all.
example, like the Canva ones or Canva, the cab shout outs, right? Like
Uh-huh.
sometimes you have to move it so you can select the ones you want to group together or ungroup. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna save these. So I have like my result photos and then I have like a random November customer one. But we're gonna save them. So click the arrow up top, all over here in the corner. And then click download. Now mine here, this drives me bonkers. Not everybody's is gonna do this, but mine does this for some reason. So up top, mine says MP4 video. If I save that this way, my slides are going to save as one video and it's gonna be like a minute long because I think it gives like 15 seconds to each slide. I don't want a video, okay? I don't want people to have to watch a video. So I'm gonna click that and then I click PNG. It says it's best for complex images and illustrations. So I click PNG. And then that's gonna download as a photo. Now I can download down here, it says pages 1 through 5. I have 5 photos. So if I want all of my photos, I can download all of my photos, or I can click that and I can select which slides I want. If I just want my customer slide, I can just download that one. If I just want my result slide, I can download just that one. And so I can pick whichever one I want to download. And then it'll come right to your right to your camera roll. And then if I wanted to send it to you guys, I would hit the share button up top. This is you can only do this if you have Canva Pro. So if you have Canva Pro, you can do this. So you would click the share button up here. I would hit more, and then I would hit template link. And that's going to create a link for me. So now if you create a template link, I can send this to you guys, which I will do. You can send this link to somebody. So let's say I sent this link to Tina. Tina would be able to click this link. She would open it up and she would see everything in these slides. Okay, and I will do this. I will send this link out if anybody wants to use it, edit it, play with it, see the elements, all those things. I do have Canva Pro, so if there's something in here that says you can't use it, if you don't have Canva Pro, like maybe I use a text that you can't use or a font that you can't use, just pick a free version one. It's fine. There's still lots of options on there. But that's all I have.
Are there any other, do y'all have any questions that like, hey, Katie and I are both here. Can you show me this? Or I struggle with this.
Let's see, we did elements, frames, adding photos, changing text, replacing photos, duplicating pages, the different size, searching for designs.
I'm gonna turn my thing off. So
I even make my customer cards here in Canva. So like if you go to the main page, I'm sorry, no, if you go to create on that main page, click create. in the top where it says search templates, I'll type in thank you card. And like all these thank you cards will pop up. And then I just edit it for like to be mine. Yeah, to be mine. Or like I'll add my photo in there. I'll add a picture of, you know, a product. Let's see this one here. So for this one here, you have to have the paid version for this. Hang on. So if you're contemplating it, this is something cool that you can do. When I click to add something in, let's say I wanted to add, okay, here's pumpkin spice. Okay, I'm adding a picture of the pumpkin spice. I don't want all these pumpkins. I just want the product. I can click background remover right here. And it's gonna take out my pumpkins. Okay, so it's just gonna be my shake. And so you have to,
if for any reason, if you don't have, y'all, this dog, if you don't have the paid version, can't do the background remover, if you have an iPhone, I don't know about Android, if you have an iPhone, you can now copy the photo without the background, so you can highlight it, right? You're going to copy that. You're going to come to this like it were a text, and you're just going to click and add. I recommend, though, as much as we use Canva for shout outs and everything else, that Canva Pro is very inexpensive for your business. And I think it's very usable.
So I'll show you right here as well. So this is in my story. This is my Instagram story. I opened up that photo that we used for those slides. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my camera roll. And I'm gonna find a picture. Okay. Here's a picture of me at the water park. I took a photo of me pointing to my Ultra DFT. I posted this on Facebook. And so this is my camera roll. I'm gonna press and hold on myself. Okay, so what did I do it? Press and hold. And then down here, I can click copy. I'm gonna copy me. And then I'm gonna go back over to my Instagram story. I'm gonna press and hold, or like if I was going to type something, press and hold and hit paste. And I just popped up on my Instagram story. And I can make myself creeping out from the side like a weirdo. I can make myself big, little, small. I know Amber has pictures of her like pointing up and like smiling. And so she'll do it and then she'll put like the sale photo or the email up here and she's like pointing to it. Just get creative with it. So you can do that however you want. And that's right in your story. So
and yeah, Sheila asked, if you save the template with a link, does it make it automatically editable? So editable, not edible, editable.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes and no. So what it does is it creates an editable template link for somebody else. It does not change your original. If you just do a copy of, or just send it the way it is, then somebody can edit that. But if you send it as a link, a template link, then yes, they can make it their own and change it up however they want, and it does not change your original.
Yeah, like Amber has sent me one before. I think we were doing like opportunity slides together, and she was like, "Can you go in here and like change this for me?" And then it changed on both of our sides. So she sent me like the actual link to create
because
it.
I sent it for her to be editing my original.
Yes. But that's why you would do the template link. So the template is basically, it's keeping it the same on my end, but I'm giving you the template and now you can make it your own and you can do whatever you want. And it's not going to change it for me at all. Let me see. I'm going to do something really quickly too. So if you go to Google, and this is what I did before I had Canva Pro. I went to Google, I typed in like Thrive shakes. So just pop up the shakes, right? You can usually find a lot of product pictures, like just basic photos like that. So I would hold that, I'll save that photo. And let's say I wanted to put that on this slide. I would go into my camera roll, like she just said. Let's see. So here's it in my camera roll. I would just press and hold it, copy it, and then go back to my Instagram, and then I would paste it. Okay, so you can do that for free in your Instagram stories. You do need Canva Pro to do it on Canva. So if you don't, so you could always just like, let's say for example, you know, you have this slide on Canva, hang on, and you don't have Canva Pro, just save this slide bare as is and then go do it in your story. like copy and paste it over in your story. That way you don't have to use the Canva Pro to do it. But other than that, that's all I have.
Did you just answer Chanel's? She says that a cutout. Kate, Chanel, if you didn't see, that's where, I don't know if you have an iPhone or Android, but on iPhone, you can hold in your normal photo, you can hold and it will highlight. Okay, we'll have to Google for Android.
Yeah,
for you.
my biggest
Um,
tip would be to get an iPhone.
Yeah, because I don't know how to help you.
Shut it.
But Google
Yeah,
or Chat GPT might be able to help you on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
The camera's better on Android. I ain't going nowhere.
Not
Yeah.
now. Now they got the newest. It's amazing. And I can clean up photos and edit
I
photos.
know I got the
with my camera
17 now, and I'm like, I went from the 13 to the 17, and I'm like, oh, do I really look like that? Like my old phone camera was so bad compared to this one. I'm like, look at my pores. Okay, so that's all I had. I don't think I missed anything. Elements, text, fonts, colors, uploading photos, frames, copying and pasting into your stories, template links. Did anybody have any questions?
And while y'all are asking questions, Katie, will you copy paste the template link and drop it in this chat? Because
Yes.
I want to kind of challenge them.
Yeah.
Guys, by the way, if you do have an Android, you can do it too. All you do is you go to your gallery and you go on a photo to yourself, you hold it down and it will do the same thing. It will like blast a little blurry thing over yourself and then you can copy it and then you can do it. So
Okay, so that's the same. Okay,
Okay, hang on. I can't get into the
thank you.
Zoom on my phone. Hang on, I gotta swap over to my profile.
So okay, while she's creating that template link, this is what I'm going to challenge y'all is copy the link and go save it in your notes or whatever so you have access to it after this Zoom. And then go open it up in your Canva, say yes to edit this template link or use this template link, whatever it says. And I want you to go push all the buttons down at the bottom. I want you to click layers. I want just push buttons. You're not messing up Katie's template. You can create a duplicate page and play with one of the pages. Just go play and push buttons. Because I will tell you, that is always what I say about our cloud office. When I tell anybody, brand new promoter, I'm like, go click the buttons, go see what's in there. You're not going to break anything. That is how I taught myself our cloud. That is how I taught myself a lot of things. That's how I taught myself Canva. I actually started with Canva on the computer before the app ever did anything, years and years ago. And so I actually am more comfortable using it on the computer. But I've learned the app now, and I have Katie if I have questions. But the more that you use it, the more buttons you push, all the things, the more you're going to feel comfortable with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and here, if it does not, if you do something and you're like, oh crap. So like, let's say, I just did this and I accidentally moved the text over her face. And I'm like, oh crap, I don't want to move the text. Well, there's a little undo arrow. So that little left arrow undo, it puts it right back. So if you do something and you're like, I didn't mean to do that, don't freak out. Just hit the little loopy left arrow and it'll undo your last move. You can actually undo like 5 to 10 moves. I've done it before.
I have a question really quick.
Yep.
Didn't there used to be like a button on Canva where you can like curve your font? I can't find it.
Yes.
Where is that?
Yep. Go into so click.
Highlight the text.
Yep. Let me see
Okay.
how- So click your text. Okay. And then go all the way over to effects.
Okay.
So click your text, go over to effects. On the bottom, you'll see it says style and you'll see it says shape. So I would click shape and then you can curve it. And you can even, if you double click it, so like I just clicked curve so you can see my text was like curvy. If you click it again, so you double click it, you can even adjust like how curvy it is. Watch this, hang on. Why is my finger not grabbing it? There we go. So I could make it into like a full circle. So like I've done like welcome to the team slides. So my team name is called Fearless Ambition. So I have like the brand promoter circle, and then I typed in Fearless Ambition, and I have Fearless Ambition circling the brand promoter logo. So it's super cool. Did you find it? Got it? Perfect. Okay.
And then Erica said it looks like there's a 14-day trial for Pro that you can unlock too. Also, I will tell you, especially right now, any app you use, any platform, any extra anything that you use, we're in November. They're all doing some kind of a Black Friday promo or a special or a bundle.
Christmas, something.
Now is the time to utilize their specials. So if you click, upgrade to Pro, you're not locked in. It's gonna give you your options. It's
And
gonna
let me tell you this as well. If you do the 14, okay, number one, yes, like Janelle said, it's a tax deduction. If you do the 14-day trial, make sure you go and you cancel it in your subscriptions so it doesn't automatically recharge you if you don't want it. But if you do the 14-day trial, you need to go set aside sometime during those 14 days, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, and make a ton of slides. I mean, business, Thrive, GLP, Xera, all the things. Okay, collagen bundles, sleep bundles, skincare, but all the things, and go save them. Save them to your camera roll. If you don't save them, once your free trial is up, you will not be able to save anything that has a Canva Pro, text, photo, feature, element, etc. Make a ton of them, save them to your camera roll. When your free trial is over, you'll have them. Okay, so if that's what you want to do, go do that. But like Amber said, I don't know what it is. It's like $10 a month. It's pretty inexpensive. And so I would recommend it.
Yeah, you may be able to get it less net right now because of promos. And if you can do it, it's always a better deal to purchase a year. So like if you can pay for the year, it gives you a better deal. But again, I don't know what promos they're running right now, so who knows?
Yeah. But that was it. Nobody have any questions?
Thank you so much, Katie. You're the bestest.
You're welcome. All right, well, thanks for getting on. Happy payday. Go share about payday. I always tell my team, I'm like, I have a lot of people who are paying for groceries or school supply. Well, school already started, but like groceries, sports, dance, karate lessons, gas in the car, and they're like, yeah, but I'm not making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It's like, you're not relatable if you are. You know what I mean? Like, that's not relatable. You can go on there and say, hey, I made 10 grand today. And people are gonna be like, well, good for you. I'm trying to put gas in my car. So go talk about putting gas in your car. Go talk about Christmas shopping. Go talk about, those things. That's more relatable. I've said it a million times. People don't join to become millionaires. They join so they can pay their bills.
Yeah, because I didn't join because of the promise of an amount.
No.
Yeah.
I joined, Christmas time is always super special to me. I call it the C word. I'm like, I'm going to talk about the C word. It's Christmas. I joined November 15th. So my 8 years just passed, a couple days ago. And I literally only joined for my VIP bonuses for Christmas. For Christmas. That's literally it. Sheila too. My sponsor was like, you can make $1,000 in the next 14 days. And I was like, okay, bet. Like I can do anything for 14 days. And so I signed up for Christmas money and get creative with it. I don't typically say VIP bonuses a lot. Okay. Talk about Christmas cash, a Christmas bonus, those kinds of things. Get fun with it. If you're talking about samples, we have a girl on our team, Ashley Adrian. She's amazing. She like Halloween, she calls them boo bags, or in March, she's like lucky bags. Like, she gets creative and renames them. If people see the sample over again, if they know it's the same thing, rename it. I've heard people calling them black bags. You get a little black bag, it's like a secret bag. You don't know what's coming in it. They give like a bunch of like plus line products, like it's a little secret bundle bag, and just rename them, make it
energy pack, whatever, like
whatever.
Mental mojo.
I know Jennifer Walshins calls Activate her unicorn mom juice. like get creative with it. You know what I mean? Make it something different so it stands out. But that's all I had.
I appreciate you greatly. And thank y'all so much for spending your time. I hope this blessed your little Canva brain and that you can go create a ton of content now. Thanks, y'all.
Bye.